Goddess, High Priestess, Empress, Albala Pantera. Welcome all. Yeah, let's get going for real. Energy Transcendence. We're going to check up on a vibe. Basically see this as a tune-up. You got the full moon and Taurus getting closer and closer and closer. So with that being said, let me go straight to the Moon Oracle deck as y'all enter. Let me get these cards here. Okay, there we go. We are currently in a Venus hour. Okay. Up until 4:33. 3:56 now. Let's look into the energy here. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up energy button upon entering. Oh, shit. Energy Transcendence. Basically transmuting any type of vibe you may be having at this time. Transcending it into a higher plane so that way you can evolve and get closer to your soul's mission. Okay, utilizing the ego for its purpose and not for it to use you. You are utilizing it. What's the energy? Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. All right, let me see where the moon is right now. Centaurus, which is a fixed moon at 9 degrees, which is Sagittarius, which is a mutable energy. Okay. I'm hearing I see, Taurus I have, Sagittarius I see. Let me see a little bit further here. Nothing is yet set in stone. So there's something here in regards to transcending a certain value, a sacred value, transcending due to acknowledging your sacred value. Nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing, darkness, is yet set in stone. Something here about moving, because mutable has a lot to do with movement and adapting more with your darkness stone. You could be working with black tourmaline at this time. I'm also hearing new moon in Capricorn. Okay. A time to give rather than take. There goes new moon in Virgo. So something here in regards to either you have a moon sign and an earth energy of stability, grounding, or this has something to do with being adaptable. A time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. And then you have worked through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So moving through something in order for there to be a clean slate. So, okay. Because with the Seven of Pentacles being the tarot card for the full moon tomorrow in Taurus, as it's in the third decan, that's more so the energy of Saturn and Taurus. So there's something here about moving past a challenge when it comes to you acknowledging your value, the value of yourself, trusting the wisdom of your body, trusting your senses, trusting the wisdom of your body, challenges with the body, challenges in the practical sense, challenges when it comes to taking action. So not moving when you're Challenges that came about when it came to not moving as it relates to trusting your gut instinct. Work through your fears. Okay. The reason why you wouldn't work through or work with that gut instinct is because something was showing in your reality, appearing as evidence, but false evidence appearing as something real. Now, stating that right there, there's something here about somebody. You're seeing this now because you have an overstanding as to the way your mind works, as to the way the brain works, the activations of your chakras. You're not just human. You're fully human and fully divine and whatever else you want to consider yourself. But you're moving past this 3D or this perception that you're just human, or if that. There's something here about somebody working with water, either a water deity, goddess that you're connecting to much deeper, or there's something you're able to do with water, whether this is scrying, the movement of it, a water bender. One of your lessons had to do with if you live in an area where there was a drought, right before right before the point it's about to get worse, you move in a certain way that calls the rain in, a rainmaker, a rain caller. Your challenges are showing you your power, energy, transcendence. Your challenges is showing you your power. This is not a third dimensional reading. Let's just put it that way. There you go. Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Okay. Align your life. Something here about, it could have to do with adaptability. Aligning your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Something that is fixed, or wanting to fix something that cannot be fixed. What's this? Sisterhood. Okay, this could be a partnership with the significant female. Sisterhood of the Rose. Let me see. Beauty and devotion. Priestess, mystic, teacher. You have a level of devotion that you are becoming more adaptive to, and you're shifting out of whatever would keep you away from that. Let me see. Play. This is what fun is to you. Being a mystic, being devoted to your mysticism. Get grounded. Yeah, see that earth energy. Empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. Okay. So some of you, this getting grounded energy could be a bath. I'm getting more so salt water, actually getting into the ocean for some of you, especially with this full moon. 4:04 on the clock. Yeah. In order to ground yourself, 4 has to do with, some of you could actually be right now listening to this in a location where your lineage is from, and you are actually going to the ocean to cleanse yourself. That yes, you're on the right path is what they're saying. Yes, you're on the right path. You should do that cleanse. You know that you should. This has been part of your gut instinct for a while. They said congratulations. Yeah, see. Definitely an energy here. Someone being spiritually guided by an ancestor and watching their whole way. You could smell roses often, even if they're not around you. Okay. What's this? Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. Yeah, that's your congratulations. You're creating heaven on earth. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Yeah, you're setting a new foundation. So, okay, I'm hearing you're elevating the ancestral bloodline is what you're doing right now. Whatever it is you're doing right now, working through your fears with this new sense of strength and courage, you are building, setting new foundations. Okay, that's that 11:11 reading too. Setting new foundations. Okay. Let's see. What's the past life energy in here? Show me the past life energy. For whoever this is for. Show me the past life energy. Something has to do with music. April 10, 2010. There's 410 on the screen. Between 310 and 410. It was 410 on the screen. It's 406 on the clock. That's 406. What's the past life energy? Unrequited love and forgiveness. Heart chakra. Okay. Nothing is yet set in stone. Somebody's guarded because of... This is the energy you're transcending in this lifetime. Being too guarded, setting up walls rather than boundaries around the heart chakra. Time to give rather than take. Give the love you want to receive. There's something about someone setting up a defense mechanism, and this is what you keep attracting into your life. They're going back to the water cleanse now. Some of you could actually possibly even be doing a water fast that can actually help you release all this energy, or you've been crying quite a bit these past few days. It's helping you to release these cells, these dead cells that are no longer in the energetic sphere of reviving itself, because you have dormant cells that are waiting to take place of your new self, evolved self. Forgive and forget. The not forgetting is creating, it's inputting that energy back into the subconscious. When you look at that statement, forgive and forget, from a higher state, it's simply from a higher state to simplify the most complex situations you got going on in life. It's having to do with, if you forget in terms of letting it go, like forgetting is to let it go completely. Because if you keep it within you, it has to keep creating itself, multiplying in different areas of your life. It may not be as intense as it was before, but it will have to show itself up because it's a seed that it's planted and it's being nurtured. Yes, it will definitely take a different mindset, because in this physical realm, until you recognize the different dimensions and perceptions and the way energy actually operates within the human vessel and what is being projected outward and what's happening in one's reality, until there's an overstanding in terms of what to do, why one is experiencing certain things, you'll keep repeating the same cycle. Again, it may not be as intense as the previous, but it will come back because that program is still there. Why do you think the media is the way it is and commercials are the way they are? Because as long as it's continuously being shown to you, information is being poured into you. Media is literally a goddess name, media. So as long as that energy is being poured into you and one is continuing to consume or receive it, it plays out. Because the consumption of what is being produced or what is being, extended to the collective, and the collective is consuming it, that consumption is the nurturing. So it gives it space to grow. Greetings, Pantera Soul Fam, Fatima, Shay. Shout out to the members of the channel. Okay, phobias. There's something here about love eating someone up. Food and hunger is what I'm getting from this with phobia. You know what this is speaking to? Whether this is you or people around you, because the universe doesn't have a sense of humor. That is a human construct. So 411 on the clock, 5:15. Listen, this is an energy of people who go through heartbreak and find it funny to say, fuck love. What is love? But they're deeply wounded. Ain't nothing to play with. That is nothing to play with. Okay? Egypt. And that same phobia of love is blocking somebody from their truth, from their ancient truths. You have Egypt and Asia, EAAE. What's this? Knighthood. That's mutable energy. The knights in the deck are the mutable signs. Nothing is yet set in stone. You can change this right now. You can give the love that you've been blocking yourself from to receive it. If some of you are still around people who this message actually resonates with, this may not be for you, but this is an energy around you and they're not choosing to change, this is what you need to step away from. Because with this energy here at the bottom of the deck, seed and delight, laying foundations, divine plan, nothing is yet set in stone. Seed and delight, whatever one brings light to, is what's laying the new foundation. So it's definitely crunch time when we're talking about the transcendence of energy and moving on to the next stage, evolving. This now is the moment. Now is time to make that change. It's not a coincidence at all with this full moon in Taurus on a 15th. 15th or 15 in the tarot is a devil card. Either you're going to stay stuck in the past value that keeps you doing something, keeps you in a cycle, or you're going to come out of it. And it's the Seven of Pentacles card, which is about analyzing what has already grown. And if you want to continue on with that. Because the continuation is going to be the next level, what's being built. Now, the next level can put you in a position, if it's not serving you anymore and you continue to move forward with it, can put you in a position that are 5 to 10 steps back, rather than leaping 100 steps forward at minimum, if we're speaking of numbers. But you get the point. This is the time where human design will be highly beneficial to you. And I'm going to speak to my fellow projectors, especially those of you who are projectors. You got to be real mindful as to the people that are in your energy, because you amplify that. When you absorb it, you amplify it. So yes, as a projector, the people that are around you, and you are a projector that's on top of your shit when it comes to making sure you exchange that energy in abundance with others. The people that get around you, they have an understanding as to the privilege they have to even be around you. When you know yourself as a projector, because once again, you amplify the energy that is around you. You're literally here to guide the collective, to see things clearer. But the important thing about a projector is you have to wait for an invitation. Meanwhile, you have other styles in human design where it's about waiting to respond. There's a difference when it comes to an invitation and a response to one. Because waiting to respond means that things are already coming to you. Waiting for an invitation is a different story in terms of, is it actually going to come through? But you don't want to live your life based off of that. So what you want to do is make sure that your energy and that you're well rested and you're doing what it is that uplifts you. Until you get around the energies, or the energies get around you that, see what it is that you're able to deliver, because you have a lot of information that can actually help people to quantum leap, but not everybody's ready for that change because too many people are comfortable being ignorant. 3. And that's going to block them from their integration. Jupiter is 3. It's Thursday, more Jupiter vibes. So also Saturn is going direct tomorrow too. So as it goes direct, it's going to pull you forward towards those things that you are willing to work on. Which side of the spectrum that's on, that's up to you. And why does this coming up? I'm going to mention it anyway because it's right there. People have a tendency to set goals at the beginning of their perception of a new year, when a new year is actually when you start to see nature come through, with what it is that it's growing. It begins with the new growth. The season of new growth is the new year. And people, majority, tend to set new goals in the month of January on the 1st, which is very Saturnian. That is Capricorn season. And then people wonder why the rest of the year is shitty if you're not keeping up with it and being consistent and disciplined with what it is that you said that you was going to devote yourself to. So that's another thing to be mindful of. If you're going to be someone that continues on a certain tradition where the new year is the 1st, when it's still not the season for it, make sure whatever it is that you set up for yourself and choose to devote yourself to during that time is something you're going to keep up with. Because now you're working with Saturn. And Saturn does not play that. It does not have time for the games. One minute you're going to do this and then no. You better off just letting it go. Just going with the flow if that's the case. All right. Let's go. Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn. And the High Priestess. You better listen. Uh-huh. I'm hearing some of you have to work on being still so you can actually see what it is that you're ambitious about, or where your focus when it comes to discipline is. Especially with, again, the full moon in Taurus connecting to the 7 of Pentacles, Saturn in Taurus energy. And Saturn is the part of you that accepts challenges and obstacles to gain wisdom. Taurus has a lot to do with your sacred values, your material security, your finances, your assets, the throat chakra. Take a moment to reflect on where it is that you are being honest with yourself and where you're not. Because on top of that, This is Scorpio season of the new moon energy as well. Look at the new moon in the sense of, the moment where you can have a clean slate of your emotions, especially when it comes to other people, Scorpio energy, other people in the sharing of resources. So opportunities that come through other people. But if you are surrounded by people who say fuck love because of a deep wound that they have as it relates to relationship or whatever they correlate love to, or you are the one that's saying that and playing around, this ain't the time to keep doing that. You're hearing this message is because that energy has to stop. Because you can easily place yourself in the most beautiful position. This is the self-made energy. You see how calm, cool, and collected she's sitting there, abundant as ever. And it's also, for some of you, this has to do with the spiritual business. So this is why I said this is not no reading of a third dimension. No, this is for somebody who's in that energy of you are being a high priestess. You know that you are, or however it is you want to consider yourself, someone who's tapped into the divine. But you may possibly still have certain things around you that you really need to let go of. Which is why I said that human design is going to help you. Because I'm really picking up strongly that some of you are actually projectors. Just know as a projector, you can easily be conditioned by your environment. So your level of sensitivity is very high. 4:22 on the clock, which is why you can see a lot of things that you can see a lot of things that people do, and you can figure out a way to change it. But if they don't want to listen to what it is that you're saying, it can have a negative effect on you or harmful effect on you. I might have to put this in the title, something in regards to projectors, because there's really something here in regards to projectors. Yeah. Two of Swords, mental conflict. I'm getting this energy of you having mental conflict with knowing that you know your shit. You know your shit. You may not celebrate yourself the way you're supposed to. For whatever reason. Of not wanting to dim or have other people around you feeling as though they have to dim their light. Listen, if you got that energy around you, there you go. That's something else that you gotta let go of. 22. 2-2. Master building number. Taurus energy again. Two of Swords with the Two of Cups. Now, this is something new that's starting in matters of the heart. It's not going anywhere. 4:24 on the clock. It's the final piece of you actually getting to see what it is that you may still be holding on to, that it's time for you to shift from. In order for you to step into this energy of recognizing yourself as the one who has everything that one needs to be receptive, to be productive, to be in this position where, yes, you are self-made. You have every right to say that you're self-made because you got yourself to this position. But you may be surrounded by people who feel as though that it's because of them. No, they played a role in the sense of them being there, but you're the one putting in that work. $9.29 on the screen. Archangel Michael's going to cut you away from these situations anyway. Especially those that you're giving people, more of a celebration than yourself. But But then this is where you can also look at from a higher perspective where someone feels used. You're being used, yeah, someone's karma. But in that sense, why stick around? You did what you had to do by seeing how far they would go with the nonsense. Of whatever energy they are connected to in terms of inducing mental conflict or confusion. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. That was at the bottom of the deck. It's time for some of you to move and not conform to what others see as this is what brings value to your life, not what you're doing. Do what you came here to do. Because the Knight of Wands is someone who doesn't conform to society. Respectfully so, though, in the sense of you're not looking for something outside of you to save you. You being your own savior, going to the beat of your own drum is what brings you bliss. Your lessons are blessings. Your blessings are lessons to get you to bliss. Your blessings, yes, are lessons to get you to bliss. Some of you haven't even ever taken the lid off of your potential when it comes to love, career. Because you continue to hold yourself back. No more of that. No more of that. You've seen all you've had to see. Two of Cups. You've seen all you had to see. Here comes the Justice. Absolutely. You've seen all you've had to see. Look at this. With the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. 11, 5, 5, 11. There's justice when it comes to love here for some of you. Yeah, there is. There really is. Just release whatever this situation is that you're holding on to. You can feel it through your body. I mean, the full moon in Taurus, you can sense this energy is fucking with you when it does. So why still hold on to it? 9:33. And yes, we're gonna go right ahead and say it. That doesn't matter who it is. Some of y'all got some wild ass contracts when it comes to certain people that is in your life. Show me this energy right here. If a page of a book that you're closing is to be a part of the new story you're creating, the energy will flow for that to be. But it's definitely time to close this old book. Because everything of this old book has to go through a reset. And it is. And for some of you, the energy is leaving your body, and you can actually feel this, and it's substituting itself as different aches. Knight of Swords, Gemini. This could be someone you grew up with, and then you got the Judgment card. Yeah. Information of either about a neighbor or a local neighborhood you used to live in, or people that you used to have close to you. This is what I'm saying. For some of you, it's literally people that you would call sis or bro, that type of energy. I'm getting lack of discernment, lack of reciprocity, of love. What else? And you saw this once you stopped doing something for someone. It became clear once you stopped doing something for someone, because their meaning of love was conditional. 432 on the clock. Yeah. Heart chakra. Because this is also what they've learned growing up in matters of love. That love is based off of what someone does for you. When love is the highest form of energy that you first have with yourself. Therefore, you won't have to need it from anything external to you. It's a natural attraction because you have it within you. See? What else? 9 of Wands and the 2 of Coins. Doing something over and over again, expecting a different result. But this is not something for the long term. This is just something that you have to experience for a season. 433 on the time. Holding on to something that was just for a season, for a lifetime. That came up in the other message as well. So take inventory of what it is that, you are holding on to. You know it's for a season. How do you know it's for a season? Well, first by going within oneself and seeing where you're at energetically in matters of forgiveness and letting things go, letting people be as they are. And in accepting situations exactly as it is, or as a person is, with the understanding and understanding that the only person that you can change is you. If you can't get a quick glimpse or an energetic shift within your body that lets you know this person will be back around because they have potential to change, and this is someone who will change. This message, just in particular, obviously I'm speaking to a priest or a priestess, someone that is connected to the divine, because you have this ability to see things ahead before they happen. And if you're not seeing this person go through that shift, and you can easily sense within your body that they're not going through that shift, that they're not going to change, this is the situations you need to let go of. If you can sense it, sensing that someone may go through a change and may go through a change, because energy is fluid, you'll get this sense of extra bliss within you, because there's something about their soul that literally comes by you, or their energy comes towards you in the way of saying, I'm going to do this, but you got to let me go. Now, the one that's not going to change, they may not even have a soul. And the one that does, they're not prepared to, possibly in this lifetime. So they may have to reincarnate to overstand. You just feel a little bit deeper because you overstand the processes of reincarnated quite a few bits of times. And you just don't want that person to go down that route, but that's not up to you. It's up to them. What is up to you is bringing heaven on earth. And for some of you, a quick answer about that energy that you gotta let go of is people who feeling as though that they gotta die to go to heaven. Is there anything else, Source? He said pull one Angels and Ancestors card. Then I'm gonna close this reading off. Yeah, some of you are definitely protected by your guardian angels at this time. You're at a very a pivotal point in your life right now. This ain't the first time though. You got it. You got it. You know what to do. You got it. Okay? Angels and Ancestors. I may be back because this one feels specific. Fire guardian. The guardian angel is a fire guardian. It's time for you to ignite what it is that you're passionate about and take care of your needs. See, you got to take the lead. Where are you being called to take the lead? That card showed up somewhere along here as well. Yeah, the High Priestess. Wow. Okay, yeah. How are you being called to step up and lead? By igniting what it is that you're passionate about. And what you're passionate about may not be the norm to the majority, when the minority is actually those that are actually awakened and are here to lead the path. But don't expect everybody to follow your path, and that is okay. And with that, my loves, I'll leave you with your message. Ashe.